Hello everyone. Hello. Hi guys. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Hello. Hello, ignore the mess on my bed. I'm selling that shirt, by the way. 40 quid, Leviathan shirt. It'll be on my Vinted like tomorrow. How we doing today, chat? What's going on, everybody? We've got 13 people in here right now. What's going on, everybody? We're gonna be playing some Oblivion today. The poll won Minecraft on TikTok. I posted a poll on my Instagram story, and it won. Minecraft won, but I decided that I had the power of free will, and I decided to play Oblivion instead. Can these fucking... Oh, mate. Malware bites. You're meant to be a antivirus, not a virus. You keep putting pop-ups on my stream non-consensually, bro. Oh my days. Jesus fuck. Right. Who we got in here? Oblivion's much better than Minecraft. Ooh, maybe I should put that down to a community poll. Should I put that down to a community poll? Let's do one of those. How do I do one of those? Move out the way, phone. We're for New Vegas. That's a good choice. Nina, our good friend Nina, has just started playing Fallout New Vegas for the first time. And, I think that's pretty based. Which better? Minecraft. I can't fucking spell, apparently. It's been a long day. I've had a very long day at work. Oblivion. There we go. Right, I put, a thing there. Right, okay. Anyway. What's going on, Desolate Tomb? What's going on, Brody? What's going on, my imposter evil dungeon crawler? That's not the real evil dungeon crawler. You wish. That's evil dungeon poser right there. We've got Nana. We've got Leah. Jamwi. We've got Nana. We've got Hyperborean. That's a cool fucking username. And the funny PFP. Billions Must Die. Coffin Earth, who I believe is also Vinyl Dungeon. Ghostar. Hunter Corsair Thomas. Militza. Alia. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Oblivion is winning in the poll. That's based. Right, okay. Is everybody ready? We're going to boot the game now. Oh, yeah, and we're also joined by my co-host, Bobby. There he is. See, there he's rising from his grave, look. To only flop back down and go to sleep, because that's all Bobby really does. He just sleeps. Ain't that right, Mr. Man? Bobby. See, he's ignoring me now because he knows I'm talking shit about him. So, anyway, he's over there. If we get any donos this stream, I'll, wait, that's a good thing, actually. I should probably set up a new goal. If we get one super chat, yeah. 3 hours. I'll make my dog play the game. There we go. I started a new donation goal. So if we reach that donation goal, I'll be making Bobby play Oblivion with me. So I hope that sounds like a fair deal. I hope you guys send me money, because I love money. I really need a lot of money. That is a good band, yes.
Evil Empire, laughing all the way to
you
the
dick,
bank.
Brody, you dick. Thank you, Brody. Thank you, Brody. Right, we've reached the goal. Bobby, you wanna come play Oblivion? You wanna come play Oblivion? You can hit the dogs. The other doggies. Yeah, there's other doggies in the game. Alright, come here then. No, don't run away. I need you for content. Hello. Oh, you're happy to see. Oh yeah, there goes my washing basket. I did not go with the washing basket. Oopsie. Fellas, the dog. Right. God, you smell. Do you need a shower? Do you need a shower, baby? I think you do kind of need a shower. Right, so... we need to let the stream sit. We need to... Okay, so can you look at the screen? Look, what's that? Look up there. Can you wave? Go, hello guys. Go, hello chat. Hi chat. What's up guys? I am the streamer now. That's what he's saying. Ain't it? Okay, right. Game capture. Should be on the right thing. Hey, what's up, Brock? Long time no see, dude. Okay, my game capture's not working. Oh, there it is. It seems to be working now. Alright, load. Oh god, you've got stinky breath, you. You need to brush your teeth. Bobby Hot Tub Stream. I should ban you for that. Yo, Immortal Legends 29. Good spot, bro. Yes, that is the Darth Revan lightsaber. Darth Revan's like one of my favorite Sith Lords. One of my favorite Jedi, too. I think he's just one of my favorite characters. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, guys, I lied. Brody, I lied. I'm stealing your money. I'm scamming you because Brody... I don't think Bobby's gonna be capable of playing Oblivion. Plus, he smells. Plus, he might ruin my save. While this is loading up, I might set a new goal. Set a new goal. Start another goal. Do another one of those. I'll do something cool. There you go. New goal started. New goal started. Right, here we are. Here we are in Mad Croydon. Welcome. Right, so we just got done speaking to this weird night lady thing, god thing. We have been speaking to God. Me, Gregorius P. Shooter, have been speaking to one of the divine gods, and they gave me a skeleton key to unlock everything. So we finally have the skeleton key, which is what the name of the stream is. I got the keys by DJ Khaled. But yeah, anyway, this is my fucking horse. His name is Hort. We've just been to, Leowin, I believe the name is. We've just been to Leowin. It was a fairly nice village, to be fair. The people there were kind of dickish. But that's okay. Anyway, so I want to head back to the Mouth of the Panther because there was a pirate ship we found, which we fought a bunch of ghosts in. We played the Ghostbusters theme, and then got copyright claimed on the stream VOD because we played the Ghostbusters theme. So, I'd like to go back there. And there's also a ruin over there we can probably go to. Arpenia. I'd like to do that. Maybe we'll do that now. It's closer. Oh shit, there's another Oblivion Gate. Oh, this is gonna be a stream and a half, bro. So we found a ruin, an Oblivion Gate, and we've got a skeleton key. We are actually unstoppable. Oh, Nana, falling asleep to YouTube streams is what I do every night, bro. I need, like, background noise to fall asleep. I'm a bit weird. I like listening to YouTube drama streams while I go to sleep. Why did I pick that up again? It's, like, ugly as fuck. Right. But, yeah, no, I like to go to sleep to YouTube streams, so I don't blame you for falling asleep. Shrapnel Shredded? That's a pretty good name for a band, I'd say. Maybe Shrapnel Shredder could be cooler, though. Is that a crab? There's this giant enemy crab. That crab wasn't a one-hit kill. That's rather alarming. If it's just gonna be fucking crabs in here, I might as well just grab the claymore. I'll get the elven claymore just for the damage, you know? Right. Oh, it's rats as well, apparently. Okay. Oh, You can't grab them and sell them for extortionate amounts of gold. That's a shame. That's a trap. That's gotta be a trap. Look at that. There's no way that isn't a trap. I'm gonna quick save and try it out. Oh, I thought spikes were gonna come out, I'm not gonna lie. I thought legitimately we were about to get impaled up the bollocks, but apparently not. Your character's built like a bit. See, I called it. I called it. The wrong way. I will admit, the wrong way. But I still called it. My character's built like a banana. Right, I look cool. It looks cool, okay. Oh, I just knocked my TV by an accident. Oh, fuck. I went the wrong way. Ah! Shit, that was my fault. Right, get out the way. There's so much shit on my desk. I need to clean up. Such a filthy little fucker. The lives are so chill and comfortable, I just nod off. Yeah, that's real, actually. Oh, there's bugs! Die, bugs! Does Bobby crawl dungeons with you? Well, yes, in the book he does. I wrote a whole... So, Evil Dungeon Crawler has lore. And the lore follows a knight and his dog. Which is meant to be, obviously, you're a dumb fucking animal. It's meant to be, obviously, me and Bobby on a big adventure, but it goes horribly wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's all you're getting. But subscribers to my TikTok have access to the book. So, holy shit, that's a big red crystal. Is this an Indiana Jones thing? Oh, you've got the flu? Oh, that's terrible, man. I'm surprised he's not leapt off yet. I'm scared to touch it. I have the skeleton key. Don't ever make me lockpick again. Okay, well... How do I use it? Oh, I get it. So it doesn't, like, unlock it immediately. It just makes it so that the lockpicks will open, like, for sure. What is that thing? Can I touch it? It's damaging me. Stop farting on me, red crystal of death. Don't do that. It's rude. Yeah, the handle looked different. That's when I noticed. I was like, wait a minute. It's just me being tired off work. Oh, bro, I'm entering crunch now. I'm entering crunch. I'm having to work 8 till 6. Monday, Wednesday. I don't know how I made that, but we did. Hello, rat. How's your day been? I'm just pretty tired. It's been okay. It's been productive. I got a lot of stuff done. But I'm just very tired. Did you get the key? I did get the key, Toshi. I did. I didn't know how it works for about 10 seconds, but then I figured it out. Oh, that sounds like fart gas. Yep, shit. Oh, fuck. Jesus Lord. Oh, we're getting farted on and they're trying to chop my balls off. Bro, what is this? Some weird evil sex dungeon. How the fuck? I have the fucking skeleton key and it still broke on me. What, are you serious? It would be me. It would be me. I have no patience whatsoever. Do you feel like a powerful godlike being? Not really. I just feel a little less angry. Right, this thing's farting on me and I don't like it. And I think it needs to stop doing that. Oh, it's an angry crab. Did he just parry me? Oh, he did not. I thought he parried me. I got really scared. Dude, imagine getting parried by a fucking crab. That'd be so funny. Dude, the crab just parries you and snips your fucking testicles off. The castration factory. Oh, just spam R? Well, actually, that makes my life a lot easier if I do that. See, I'm getting fucking farted on. It's another one. Right, this, you can't parry me. You're not gonna parry me. I refuse to get parried by a fucking crab. That sounds like something that would happen in like a Dark Souls game. Getting parried by like a low level fucking weak peasant crab. See, I barely touched you, mate. Right, who else is here? This is a pretty big dungeon, to be fair. Look, so we walked into that before because I thought that was the spike trap, but that was quite a comedic moment actually. My tired, goofy ass. Whenever I read Dispel, I just think of the Ultha song. It's a really good song. Seeing that song live was so good. Ultha is such a good black metal band, bro. Shout out to Ultha. Great band. Oh, it seems we've been this way. Okay, I'm guessing that's it. Parkour! Oh, it's the evil triangle of doom. It's not really a triangle, but you get the point. You kept farting on me, I didn't even know what was hitting me. Daily duel. Oh, is the bird gonna shoot you? That's a shame. Oh, we did it again! God, I'm such a I'm not switched on today. I need to go to bed. Clumsy McDoofus Gregorius Pea Shooter plays Oblivion like a moron. Because he's had like 5 hours sleep and has been up since 5 AM and it is now 10. That's dedication, bro. I'm coming back from my fucking near 10-hour workday. I'm traveling an hour and a half each way to get there and back from work. So that's about 3 hours of travel altogether. And I'm coming back and I'm streaming for you guys. So I do this for you. So you should donate to me. I'm joking. What? No! No, not this. No! 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 She was nothing but a courier! She was just a courier! You filth.
Others are all the same. All flash and no fury.
I seem to be mogging you for someone who says that. Oh, what? This... She was just doing the newspaper round. She was doing the newspaper round. Oh, dude. She was just a newspaper girl. That poor fucking woman. Guys, it's me, iDubbbz TV. I've gained the ability empathy. Yeah, usually the sun's up when I wake up at 5. It's kind of crazy, actually. It never used to be that way. Anyway, that was a short little dungeon. Short and sweet little dungeon we did. I'm guessing that's a dead guy we mogged earlier. She really attacked the local post. Dude, she can't have said your money or your life to that motherfucker. Oh, she would have been like, sorry, no time to talk. She would have been like, your money or your life. And she's got fucking clobbered with an axe. Like, mate. These bandits need to get a grip, like. Fucking hell. Local youths are attacking the newspaper girl now. Oh, God. Cyrodiil's really lost its way. The fucking... The local freaks, the local nitties, drug addicts, skoomer addicts, and fucking axe-wielding clobberers are attacking the newspaper girl now. Not even just like me, roaming knights and imperial guards anymore. They're attacking the fucking newspaper girl. You hate to fucking see it, bro. I've lost my faith in this goddamn city. Actually, I might not even be able to do this. Because it said I need to come back with a key from a quest, so it might not even let me pick it. Because I thought coming back here would like be like, oh yeah, you can use this key. Because you know it's in the game, it's key, it's not like skeleton lockpick, which is exactly what it is. It's a bit deceptive in that way. Because really, it's a master lockpick. It's not a skeleton key. You know what I mean? Yeah, no. I need like a specific key. Yeah, it would be posted in the local Cyrodiil Facebook group. You're right. You're absolutely right, Leia. I'll do it myself. Anything interesting happen? Well, we went in that dungeon, and then we left the dungeon, and we found a bandit who had attacked the newspaper girl. You know the one that flies around on a horse for the Black Horse Courier saying, sorry, can't talk, here's a newspaper. One of the bandits fucking killed her. Sent her to fucking bed in the middle of a swamp. Like, mate. You can't make this shit up, dude. Violently attacked a member of the press. What is this? Is this Russia-Ukraine? Is this Israel-Palestine, but represented in a high fantasy? Killing the press? Shit's getting political now. Billions must die. Right. Anyway, we've done that. I'm trying to remove my fucking marker. It won't let me do it. Oh, there it is. It's bugged, I guess. Right then, let's have a look at quests. When the vow breaks. Well, I don't know who Maeva is, so I don't know where that is going to be taking place or what. I'm not doing the fucking Nirnroot quest. Fuck that. Way shrines. Is there any way shrines like on the way back that I need to know about, or? So we've done Kynareth and Julianos, I believe. And we're nearest to Kynareth. No, we've done Talos. I believe we've done Talos, not... Let's just check the fucking quest log. It's Dibella. Dibella and Julianos are the ones we've done. So we need to pray to Talos. Dibella's all the way up by our castle. I must have got amnesia, because I have no... Fuck. Right, we'll do Julianos and head into the Imperial City then. Hey, puppy. Yo, Juice, what's going on, dude? Wanderer, you know what you must do? You must start a campaign and become the next president of Tamriel. So you can bring peace to the lands once again. I should, yes. I should become the Emperor. Well, I mean, the Emperor's dead, right? So, I mean, there's clearly, like, a power vacuum. Now, I know they want to put whatever. Martin Septim, yeah, they want to put him in power, whatever. But let's just be honest, right? I mog him. In both looks, size, and magnitude, okay? I mog him. I'm just clearly superior. I should be the Emperor. Not fucking Martin Septim Pearson. Who wants a bitch with a Septim Pearson anyway? She's probably going to manipulate you. I don't have a Septim Pearson. I'm clean. I'm just... The only thing I'm going to manipulate you is to vote for me. To become the Emperor of Cyrodiil. The Emperor of Tamriel, even. And then God Emperor of the world. But we'll talk about that later. Hashtag P-Shooter 2024. What have we been in that we have, I think? Oh, I want to watch this shit go down. See, this isn't going to end well. See, it's a 2v1, look. See, I knew she wouldn't fucking last. Stupid archer. Hey guys, what's going on, guys? Hello, guys. They must be traveling in pairs. That's really based. Right. Julianos is there. And we are... Oh, we must be at it then. That might be it. Is this the way shrine? No, this is a well in Ayleigh. Wait, we've been to Julianos. Did I say Julianos or did I say someone else? Yeah, we've been to fucking... It's Kynareth we haven't been to, right? Yeah, we've been to Julianos. I'm just being stupid. I was thinking of Kynareth, right? Yeah, I was thinking Kynareth. Oops, we might have went a bit too far. I think Kynareth's down by Fort Cedrium, which we didn't even go into, so we could do Fort Cedrium. And also there was a fucking Oblivion gate over this way somewhere. Kynareth appears to be near a lake. Between where we are now. So, over here, I believe. So, what's that? Cropsford. Let's go back to Cropsford. Emperor of Peas. Yeah. Martin Septim Pearson. Yeah, fuck that guy, bro. I should be the Emperor. Right, let's go to Cropsford and see how they're doing, because I don't know if they're fully set up yet. They might not be, it's not been much time, so... But we did give them a fighting chance. Okay, well there doesn't appear to be anybody here yet, so I'm guessing they just haven't got around to it. Where's my horse gone again? Hello? Port? I wish- is there a way to whistle for your horse? I wish there was. Like some Red Dead shit, you know? I don't know where my fucking horses went. I finally get the pain of not remember. Oh, there he is. He's over there. Look. I can't remember where I parked my car. I can't remember where I parked my horse. What's going on, Frankenferry? What's going on? What quest are you doing? So what I'm doing right now is I'm chasing some way shrines around. There's another Oblivion gate that's open, so we're thinking about maybe doing that this stream. I'm gonna head back to the Imperial City and do some shit there. And then we'll see where the rest of the stream takes us. We're gonna check out the new Helldivers. Oh, I don't want to stream Helldivers. I like playing Helldivers with the boys. And like, I'm always either too tired or too busy to play with the boys right now, so I'm probably gonna check it out at some point. Just not today. Hey, Beer. Haha, Beer. Ha ha. Your name is Beer. Don't you dare try to jump my fucking dog. I mean my horse. Yeah, fight me like a bear. Girls be like, I choose the bear, but then when it comes to choosing the bear, they run like cowards. We face the bear. See? Told you, man. See, it's always, oh, I choose the bear over the man, or I choose the man over the bear. It's never, I choose the dark elf. Never. That's fucking racist. Honestly. Women these days. They want a man who's 6 feet, a Nord, hailing from the Skyrim Norths, like mountain shit. They want him with a good beard, a good set of teeth, some nice flowy brown hair, buff as fuck. They never want a dark elf. It's blatant racism. Incel Gregorius P shooter.
Hello? Who's
Hello? Hello, giant flaming skulls.
Was the last mistake you'll ever make.
Girls want
Let's get
Gregorius
this
P
over
shooter?
with.
I doubt it, bro. You don't scare me with your pathetic short-ass fucking dagger, dude. You and your fucking elven arrows, bro. It's gonna be the most chopped dark elf I've ever seen. Crab! Stop tickling my heart! The fuck is that? That's a fish. Six foot, 6 swords, 6 castles minimum. Literally, dude. I mean, that's fine. Wood elves are fucking ugly. We dark elves, we don't get all the love we deserve. I'm glad it wasn't a big dinosaur and it's just a little rat. It kind of looks like you, Bobby. Doesn't it? Doesn't it, baby boy? It kind of looks like you. Yes, it does. Hi, guys. I'm still here. You enjoying this? You enjoying streaming with me? Oh, you give me a kiss. He's so lovely. I love my dog. It keeps highlighting my name anytime someone says bear. And it keeps making it think they're talking to me for a sec before reading. It's hard to get a group of Helldivers in the server because they're usually more than just 4 people on. Well, yeah, true, but then also it's hard because like now basically everyone in that server is fucking employed. You're American, which makes it really hard for us to play with you sometimes because of like the time difference. Because you're usually at work when we're ready to play. And then like, also everybody finishes at different times. I'm usually quite socially burnt out when I get home from work. I just like to talk to myself and play video games, hence why I stream. But I do want to get back to Helldivers at some point. I might do tomorrow. Do a short little Minecraft stream before work. And then
By
hop on
Eastmere's
Helldivers before.
beard, we've got ourselves a live one. This ends here.
Clobbered, mate. She had orcish boots. Okay, I'll take those. Potato. A carrot? Bobby, I found a carrot. You like carrots. That's actually... I'm not capping, bro. My dog likes carrots. He actually fucks with carrots. Like, heavy. What's this do?
Damn rats. Always skirting around in the shadows. Making me jumpy. Who's there?
You did... Argonian freak. Clearly has a sixth sense. Bro. This Argonian freak clearly has a sixth sense. There was no way he was able to see me around that corner. I'm glad he's just a weak-ass beta archer who doesn't even know how to wield a sword properly. So he's got to use a fucking weak-ass little dagger. Look at this pathetic little thing. I don't even know where it is. There it is. Look at the steel dagger. Pathetic, dude. Look at you. I bet you go to the gas station inside of Dagoth the building, to purchase some immaculate skooma and ashams and Newports, but then there's also another Argonian fuck who is at the counter ordering 670 cheese wheels worth of lottery tickets. He felt my vibrations through the water, clearly. Freak lizard men. Hate them. Hate the bastards. Love me Brexit. Love Reform UK. 8 Argonians. 8 Dunmer. 8 Wood Elf. 8 Breton. Simple as. Love me chips. Love me Stella Artois. Simple as. Simple as, mate. Oh, mate, that's a cool sword. Look, that's an enchanted sword. I want to use one of those. I'm gonna make you feel cold, bitch. I'm gonna make you feel real cold. Do you feel it? Do you feel the cold? The longsword of depletion. Again, we've had one of these before. I'll probably just sell it to somebody. That also would be on the side of the Facebook. True, true. 8 wood elves. Dude, how do you come up with these? I don't know. I guess it's because I'm English. You just hear this shit on the daily. Another freak beta cook archer. A woman as well. No, that's alright, that's too far, that's too far. We're getting a bit too offensive, even for Cyrodiil's, fucking standards. I like your pointy shoes, mate. Look at my new shoes! The brand new. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, buckle some more. 5, 6, Nike kicks. Oh! Who goes there? Oh, you want to play that one? Weak ass battle mage. You don't even have a sword, bro. Oh, you think that scary helmet's gonna scare me? Well, now it's gone. You fight like a pregnant cow. Straight up British insult humor with an Elder Scrolls twist. See, I'm a genius. I'm a comedic genius. I am the Dracula flow of Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. Why is she doing that? Are you an angel? Hey, shorty. You an angel? My Riz is too powerful. In this. Oh, it's another Nern route that I'm not gonna touch because I don't care. Who goes behind this heavy wooden door? Nothing to do at work these past few weeks, but I'm getting my 40 hours in a weekly. Yeah, based. See, now I'm utilizing the sneak skill. I had to use this when I robbed the Gregs. Stole all the cheese wheels and the sausage rolls. I'm glad I'm making you laugh, Bear. I'd be a pretty fucking useless streamer if I wasn't funny. My absolutely diabolical sense in humor is like one of the only things I've got going for me. Oh, he was asleep.
Where are you?
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
Where are you? I'm right here.
Must have been.
Must have been the wind. There's a fight going on, woman. There's a duel. A great and mighty duel around the corner, and you're saying, must have been the wind.
Die, cur!
That's
You'll never
hilarious.
take me down.
Off with his head.
Where are you? Guess it was nothing. Damn rats always skirting around in the shadows, making me
Oh, there's
jumpy.
another one. There's another one. Can I snap his neck while he sleeps? Can I do the twister? Can I play bop it, twist it, pull it with his fucking limbs? Hey, mate.
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
Of course it's an archer as well. You look the same as the last guy, and I'm gonna kill you the same way I killed him. The only difference is you got a really cool shield, he didn't. Yep, bonked him, mate. Now left of him, like. Move. Potion seller. You're off Friday and Monday? Oh, I'm off Monday too. We should do something. We'll figure something out. God, I can't wait to for the same shit that happened in Fallout 3. Must have been the wind. That's what it's from. Live when they power attack and phase through you like nothing happened. Bop it. Psh. Twist it. Pull it. Flick it. Oh, what's the time? It's 9 AM. Not wrong with a cheeky morning nap, like. Wait, can we level up yet? Hey, is there on the game or what's going on, dude? I've been absolutely playing these fucking marauders around. Like absolute fools. Right, so I was over... Let me give you a dramatic recreation. So I was fighting this guy. I was like, on guard, you fool. Yeah. Ching, ching, ching. And then this fucking idiot over here was like, must have been the wind. And then this dude was asleep. Yeah, so, once again, the fiends and degenerates of Cyrodiil really showing their might. I'm really thoroughly impressed by this. I've literally commented that on TikTok before and I had no idea that's where it's from. Yeah, it's from like Fallout 3 and like Oblivion, yeah. That's a dead rat down there. Oh, it's took us back to the beginning. So I see. How very delightful. I forgot about the traps. Fuck. Oh, so that's just straight through here? Well, that's boring. how are you? I'm tired from work, so I'm not exactly up to my best gameplay wise, but at least I'm making people laugh. How are you, Zeron? The Vipers are better than the Fiends? Yeah, I think the Vipers are quite underutilized, yeah. I thought their lore in Fallout 1 was pretty cool. I think I covered a little bit in the Great Khan video that I did a few years ago. For those who are unaware, those watching the stream, this YouTube channel used to be a Fallout lore YouTube channel that I used to make Fallout lore videos on. So if you have an interest in any of the Fallout games and want to know a bit more about some of the factions and power armor and some of the stories, histories, war and stuff like that, I even wrote my own story integrating into those. Then you can go check out my old YouTube videos. I do want to come back one day, but I just don't have it in me anymore. I'm not really much of a Fallout guy nowadays, and on top of that, Fallout just seems like a bit of a dead IP. Elder Scrolls is a bit too complicated, and I don't know enough about the IP to make videos on it, but if there's one I'd really like to make a video on, it's the new Medium, because that's something that really interests me a lot, but I'd need to do more research, because the way I used to make videos, it included like such a big research and script writing process. I mean, we got monetized in the end, so that's a win, but it was quite a tedious process, and obviously I'm quite busy nowadays. I work 2 jobs, one in the games industry and the other one is just a Tesco worker. I stream, and I make my music as well. I've got my band, so like I'm pretty fucking busy, and then I've got to fit the gym in there as well and see my family and things of that nature. So I'm a pretty busy guy nowadays, so just fitting it in, it wouldn't work. You know what I mean? Was that an imp? Parkour. You know a lot about Elder Scrolls. I can tell, bro. What's my favorite lore aspect? Probably the new Medium. I think that was pretty... Also, like, the main quest of Daggerfall was really interesting as well. Even though I didn't finish it myself, I watched a lot of videos of, on it. Jula was a YouTuber that, like, really helped me get further into Daggerfall lore and stuff of that nature, so... But yeah, I think the story, like the whole betrayal of King Lysandus and stuff, is really cool. That whole plot line was really, really awesome. I also think Dagoth is a pretty interesting character too. I've looked vaguely into his standing as a villain, but obviously I don't understand like absolutely everything about him. Because there's a lot of things that there's a lot of things about Dagoth that like tie into other lore and stuff that I don't quite understand yet. So the Elysian Empire, I don't think I know much about that one. Start up the videos on League lore? Fuck no. You hear that? Must have been the wind. Rip Mantis King. Oh, that project has a finished script, and it's probably the best script I ever wrote. But it's just so much effort would have to go into that project. It needs like editing, voiceover. It would need art, because it was gonna have like it was gonna be basically fully animated the way I did the other ones. So like it was gonna be real fucking, and there was gonna be 3 of those as well. Obviously I finished the first one, there was gonna be 3. So it's quite a big story, and that was gonna lead into an animated series I was gonna make by myself. I would just not have the time to do that nowadays. Plus I don't think people would like it. It kind of like, it's a bit too explosive of a project for like, it did a lot of shit that people probably wouldn't like. But for me it was like, it was imagine Avengers Infinity War, but like with the characters I made in the Fallout universe. That was pretty much like, that was what I wrote. And it brought back the Enclave, it brought back the Followers of the Apocalypse. It brought back the Brotherhood of Steel, but it was my own version of the Brotherhood of Steel. Yo, fine shit, hello. Wait, this is gonna do loads of damage then, because it's a cold weapon. I don't even know what happened there. I didn't even need to... wait. Oh, fuck.
What's the matter?
No time for back shots. I had a blast writing it, man. I used to get so excited talking about it. But the plotline was really good. I was really respectful in elements of the lore, and I incorporated things that I think people would really like. But also there was a lot of it that I think people wouldn't like, you know what I mean? So, for example, the things I think people would like is that one of the main characters was actually was the sole survivor of Vault 11. The one guy who walked away from Vault 11 of those 5 people, of the 4 people that killed themselves. The one guy that walked away was going to be one of the main characters in my story. And the other one was the youngest member of the Van Graff family who was running away from a family. Those were the those were like 2 of the main characters. And another of the main characters was going to be like a double Asian for the Brotherhood of Steel that I wrote. Who got attacked by a Deathclaw and had like a bunch of scars all over her face and shit. And she was gonna have a Chrysalis Highwayman with a skinned Deathclaw on the hood. Like I had some wicked ideas for this show, and also I was gonna weave in Widow's Son as well. Shout out my old friend Widow's Son. There was gonna be a sect of surviving members of the Children of the Cathedral who had dyed their robes black and gold instead of purple and gold. And they were going to start using like a kind of like a twisted version of Freemasonry. Instead of obviously like Caesar's Legion using like Romans, and then like the NCR using the old world government and stuff like that for their ideologies. I wanted to have like my own take on Freemasonry. So that was interesting in itself, because I did a little bit of research into Freemasonry. And that kind of like became a little like plot thing. Like they weren't bad people in the book or anything. Well, in the story, like they were fairly decent. And they had a bit of raider trouble, which then tied into another main character plot point as well. Back shots. But I think like the craziest thing was I was gonna have like so the project was called Fallout 2284 because it was gonna be set 3 years after Fallout New Vegas, which is about 11 to 14 years after the first story I wrote. And at the midway point of the first season, because there were going to be 2 seasons of it, kind of like Andor, you know how there's only 2 seasons of Andor? So like, the big plot twist was, so the main quest was that the Wanderer saw the Brotherhood of Steel digging up his wife's grave.
It's a fight you'll get.
And basically stripping her of her Enclave armor. She was just a skeleton by this point, because it'd been like years. So like, my plan was, I was gonna, oh, do you want down, baby? Do you want down? There you go. You wanna go down? There you go, baby. Good boy. Bobby got fed up with the stream, so he's gonna go sleep somewhere, I guess. The whole plot was that Wanderer was gonna see the Brotherhood of Steel digging up his wife's grave for the Enclave armor that was in there. He was going to track them down to a base, realize he didn't have the firepower to break in. Bobby's in the story, by the way. Bobby's a cyberdog from Mariposa military base that broke free and had been like traveling around for like 200 years. And being part of like arena fight crews and shit like that. Crazy lore. I wrote crazy lore about my dog. So like, So he realized he didn't have the firepower. Try to team up with the local mafia boss in the town of, what was it called? It's just outside of the New Vegas map, and I made it into like my own thing in lore. It's not Kato. Kato's like a different town altogether. That is in it though. I think it's Pahrump. Pahrump was turned into a settlement in this. And there's a mafia boss in Pahrump who is very similar to is it Gizmo from the first game? You know, the really fat dude? I don't think that's Gizmo. Is it Gizmo? I can't remember. Is Gizmo the fat dude? Fallout 1. Gizmo. Yeah, it is Gizmo. He's very similar to Gizmo in like appearance and like the way he conducts himself and shit like that. He's quite slimy. He's a bit more capable in combat though. But so he's gonna team up with this guy. He ends up betraying him and he goes back to square one. These two people rock up into town. That's Sam, the sole survivor of Vault 11, and Yasmin, the daughter of the Van Graffs. They rock up into town one day. They're looking for work. This one's paying good. They get sent on a job to a military base that is like, it's like a missile silo, right? Kind of similar to the ones you see in Lonesome Road. They get sent there to sneak in, steal a bunch of gear so they can raid the Brotherhood base. It's full of ghouls. They accidentally trip the security system, activating 3 assaultrons, and they have to escape a bunch of ghouls and a bunch of assaultrons trying to get them. And like, then that's when the Wanderer would jump in and his dog and save them, because they'd been warned about a mysterious stranger in the hills with a dog who they should avoid. They then get taken back to his camp. He explains who he is, why he needs to get in their base and stuff like that. He basically forges a plan with them, promises them like a bunch of riches and stuff like that. And they go to Dagger, who is the mafia boss. They go to Dagger and say, look, he's given up trying to fight you. We're going to go in together. They storm the base. Dagger pulls a swift one again, as expected. But they finally reach the armor. And when they reach the armor, 2 Brotherhood soldiers in T-51 with Gatling lasers come out and like almost kill them, but then there's a sonic emitter kind of similar to the ones in Old World Blues that Yasmin grabs and disables both of the armors. That's when the armor is locked away and it's taken to a different location via Vertibird. Nobody knows where it's gone. With that out the way, Wanderer realizes he needs to rebuild his old team. So what he does is he takes them across the desert walking to try and find Kato again. They have no water. Sam ends up almost dying of thirst. He almost dies of dehydration. But a mysterious stranger in a chrysalis highwayman with a death claw on the hood rocks up and takes them to a bunch of Freemasons who send them on a different quest while they heal Sam to go deal with a raider base. When they get to the raider base, it's all being cleared out. Every single person in there is dead, bar a weird assaultron that's kind of like mismatched with like a bunch of... It's got like its General Grievous arms with like a Vault Girl head. It looks really fucked up. And like... So that's one of the only surviving things. And then also the main overlord of that base, who I can't remember the name of. But he was basically, at one point, during the 14-year gap between the first story and this story, was the Wanderer's apprentice. They met in Novak, and he was trying to teach him, like, you know, how to care for people, how to look out for people whilst also not being involved, how to be a good leader and stuff like that. But he took things that he said the wrong way. He took the teachings the wrong way, ended up getting in with a bad group of people, and became a raider overlord, pretty much. Of, like, 3 different raider factions. But it's not just any raider faction, either. It's revealed in a short story of how Bobby and the Wanderer met, that, what were they called again? It's a raider faction I made up specifically for this story, and I can't remember the name of them, but they were in Wanderer of Fallout story, and they were quite a prominent villain. They're back, and it's them that he's wiped out. So he's about to kill himself and blow up the entire base, because he realizes what he's done, right? Wanderer tries to speak to him, and then he shoots Wanderer, then shoots himself. Wanderer survives but is knocked unconscious because he's wearing Enclave armor. Like those undersuits you get in Fallout 76. He's wearing one of those, which I assume would be like obviously bullet weave and stuff like that. What do they call it again? The kinetic weave or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. That one upgrade you can get in Fallout 4 that makes your apparel stronger. But in the car earlier, Wanderer ballistic weave. That's the one. Wanderer spotted something on the back of Caitlin's neck. Caitlin is the name of the driver with the scars with the car, right? Because he was sitting in the back seat. She has a Brotherhood of Steel insignia on the back of her head, like on the back of her neck, right? Obviously, that's a problem. They'd just been in a spat with the Brotherhood of Steel. She could be spying on them or sent to spy on them. So when they get back outside, Wanderer fucking disarms her and like holds her at gunpoint. He's like, "What the fuck? Who are you?" And then she explains that she was with the Brotherhood of Steel, but she had left. And then she starts going, "Well, hold on, shouldn't we be pointing the finger at you? There was literally an Enclave insignia on your chest." That's when he kind of gives up, like, he's like, "Alright, yeah, whatever, I left many years ago." So then, after the base is blown up and shit like that, they go back. I think at some point there was going to be a Deathclaw in this part of the story as well, just to kind of hit the nail on the head that, oh, Caitlin's had a run-in with a Deathclaw before. She's scared of Deathclaws. She has a deep phobia of Deathclaws. There was going to be something like that, but I can't remember too much. It is written down somewhere. They go back to the base. Sam's a bit better. Then it's revealed there was a love thing between Yasmin and Sam. And then after this, they're given directions to Kato, which is when the episode ends. Next episode starts, they arrive at Kato, they look around, nobody knows the Wanderer is there. They obviously know who the Wanderer is, they praise him as a hero for what happened a few years ago. They go around looking at different terminals and stuff, trying to piece together where the Ranger is. They even visit the Wanderer's false grave, where the burnt out Enclave helmet is that was originally his helmet. So they go there, and I've just realized a major part of the story doesn't make sense, because Maria was buried like pretty much in Kato or near Kato, so it doesn't really make too much sense for that to be so far away, her grave to be so far away, unless he like tracked. I don't know, I've got ways around it. It's fine. It's fine. It can make sense. So they eventually use some old terminal logs and stuff like that and notes to find out that the Ranger is now a part of the NCR, is a very high-ranking desert ranger, like a veteran ranger. She has a black overcoat and black armor, pretty much, and is one of like the ones stationed at Camp Golf. So what they do is, this is very morally grey. It kind of shows that, you know, maybe like the Wanderer isn't all great. He's not like just some goody two shoes that left the Enclave. He's still a pretty big piece of shit. They kidnap 3 NCR soldiers, tie them up, strip them of their uniform, and sneak in, Star Wars style, into the base to try and find her. They find her, and she's, basically, they manage to find out that her patrol is heading towards the Mojave Outpost. They then go to the Mojave Outpost, pretend that the Wanderer is injured, so they can get some help. They hold the nurse at gunpoint, tell her to get the Ranger in there. They have a brief talk. The NCR now thinks that we have kidnapped Emma, who is the name of the Ranger. So, obviously the nurse who got held at gunpoint, nothing bad happened to her, but she was like, they kidnapped a veteran Ranger. They snuck in, pretended to be NCR, they kidnapped one of our own. So the NCR are very much enemies now. So, we are enemies with the Brotherhood of Steel. We are enemies with the NCR. We are enemies with this Raider faction. We have a lot of fucking enemies. 4th episode, what happens is... So... Oh, I didn't explain. At the end of the last episode, it's revealed that Caitlin is still working with the Brotherhood of Steel. Via, like, a ham radio in her car. She is in contact with a Sentinel of the Brotherhood of Steel. And... So, in the next episode, Caitlin drives them to the Northern Passage up to Utah. They're going to Honest Hearts Land. They're going to meet Joshua Graham. But they don't actually meet him. They meet the Watchers, which is the Mantis King's new faction, who were dedicated to protecting the outskirts of, like, the Zion National Park from any intruders that might be coming in, so like white legs, surviving white legs and stuff like that, from the dead horses, and like, what were the other, the dead horses and the sorrows, right? I've just realized this is an Oblivion stream turned into a fucking ramble about some story I was writing a few years ago. They find the Mantis King. He is surprised to see that the Wanderer's alive. They have a talk, and they ask him to come with them and stuff like that. He says no because his duty is live with the Watchers and the Zion National Park now. And his people are very much against these new guys. They're like, well, what the fuck? These guys, apparently one of them was dead, and they just told our leader, hey, you need to come with us, and just abandoned us without a commander. When we're dealing with something pretty big. What are they dealing with? A super mutant. They're dealing with a super mutant army. It's not really an army, it's more like a little death patrol. 2 devout followers of the Children of the Cathedral. Well, yeah, so like Generation 1 super mutants mixed in with Generation 2 super mutants, kind of like Outlaws in Jacobstown kind of vibe, right? So a few of those guys have nested in Zion National Park, and a few of them are trying to kidnap some of the Sorrows and the dead horses and stuff so they can restart the Master's great plan. They are trying to reenact Fallout 1. Obviously, it's up to the Mantis King and the Wanderer to stop them. They try to stop them and stuff like that. They are eventually successful, and it ends up in a really brutal fight scene, which honestly is like, oh shit, who's gonna win here, right? But it ends up with the Mantis King using one of the rocket launchers that is dropped by a dead Nightkin to blow up the boss of the super mutants. And it ended up in this really brutal scene where there's like a big explosion, and it's just a shot of the ground, and a Nightkin head just lands straight in the sand. It was going to be really cool. And then the Mantis King's like, hey, you have my thanks, stuff like that, but I'm sorry I still can't come with you. So they end up leaving, and there's a bit of bad blood between them there. It's like, oh, well, fuck you, we came all this way. So then they go back. That's when the episode ends. Now, it's also worth noting at this point, the Ranger and the Mantis King and all surviving members of the Wanderer Legion, which is now disbanded a few years ago, around the time of the NCR and Legion Battle of Hoover Dam, second one, they crafted, like, these targeting locator things, these coordinates, like an SOS beacon almost, that paired up with each other. Once activated, it would send a signal to the other one, no matter how far you were, and it would kind of be like, you know, when you activate your Pip-Boy on Fallout 76 and Fallout 4, and it's like pointed in on a homing beacon, and it goes, it's like one of those, right? Episode 4, Caitlin, I don't know if Caitlin's going to be in this bit. I think she's just going to drop them at the passage. I couldn't remember if I wanted Caitlin in this that long. I think she was just going to be an episode 2 character, and I was going to write her out. I didn't want her to be in episode 3 and 4, but then it also kind of has to make her... It needs to make sense for her to be there in episode 3 and drive them there and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have her just like as a cheap taxi driver. Anyway, episode 4 rolls along. They go back to that Brotherhood base. They try to find out where the armor's gone. They sneak in with this new group that they've got. End up in a vertibird trying to find coordinates for wherever they might have taken it on like the ship log and stuff like that. Vertibird activates autopilot. That's pretty advanced. These guys aren't your standard Brotherhood of Steel guys. They are lifted off in the air and taken to the Midwest. Why are they taken to the Midwest? Why is Wanderer's armor being taken to the Midwest? They end up in a big pre-war military base called the Iris. It is built into the side of like a big, like, you know them stone kind of pillar things? It's built into like one of those. They end up there. They sneak into the base. They're attacked by a man with a stealth boy. Nobody really knows what faction this guy belongs to because he's clearly not with the Brotherhood, but the Wanderer knows. It's also worth noting, the Prydwen is here. The Prydwen... Actually, no, it's not the Prydwen, but it's like... There's an airship. There is an airship belonging to the Brotherhood. It looks similar to the Prydwen. Haven't really thought of a name for it. I was thinking maybe Durandal as a reference to Marathon. But, there is a Brotherhood of Steel, airship here. They have a large presence here. The Brotherhood of Steel is big. But then also it's revealed that they're not the Brotherhood of Steel anymore. Actually, that's the next episode. Anyway, they sneak through the base, they reach the hangar, in which they are surrounded by Brotherhood of Steel in T-41, T-51B, like a bunch of power armor suits, heavy weaponry, laser weaponry, plasma weaponry, and they're like, Wanderer, we have you surrounded, we know who you are. They announce that they say, Captain Hostetler, we know who you are, come out peacefully, we don't mean you any harm. That's pretty much what they say. They know the Wanderer's name. They know his rank in the Enclave. How do they know this? We don't know. All of a sudden, pew, 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 there's fighting in the hangar. What are they fighting for? Who are they fighting? We don't know. The hangar splits down the middle, and the big, like, airlock door thing shuts, with all the Brotherhood soldiers on the other side. Nobody knows who's fighting who. There is a dogfight going on. The Wanderer looks out. There is a dogfight going on above the airship, like around that airship. The Durandal is under attack by someone or something. They're pretty fast flying, like stingrays, and there's also a few vertibirds up there fighting each other, like a dogfight. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on. The base is on high alert, there's alarms ringing, stuff like that. And then, so they're like, you know, the Wanderer starts to piece it together. The guy with the stealth boy, the symbol that was on his chest, the dogfight outside. There's only one faction in the entire wasteland that he knows of that would have firepower like that. He says we need to go. They leave through a secret service tunnel. When they get out of the service tunnel, the Durandal is in flames, heading on a crash course with the ground. And then, as they start running from the detonation site of the Durandal, a vertibird flies down in front of them, lands right in front of them, and out of the door comes 5 Enclave soldiers, with one of them being the general that used to be in the Wanderer's squad at the start of Wanderer of Fallout story. The Enclave are back. That was going to be the plot twist, and I was so proud of it. I was so fucking proud of what I wrote. The Enclave came back. They were after him. They were in a war with the Brotherhood of Steel. And it looks like the Wanderer and his crew are going to get taken prisoner by the Enclave and presumably executed. Okay? But since this guy used to be a part of his squad, obviously he wanted to do things a bit more personally. To kind of say, fuck you. That's when an anti-material rifle armor-piercing shot rings out. One of the Enclave soldiers falls to the ground, piercing the power armor. The Mantis King has arrived with the reunited faction, the Wanderer Legion. There's a fight between all of these people. There's a big fight. Avengers Infinity War, but for Fallout characters that I made up in my head. Then, Caitlin comes along with the Chrysalis Highwayman. She tells Wanderer and crew to get in. Bobby stays behind. Why does Bobby stay behind? Because he's trying to fight the Enclave soldiers. Everyone thinks that Bobby's dead, because they drive away without him. They go to a secret rendezvous point, which Caitlin drives them to. They're wondering how Caitlin found the location, what she was even doing here, and why she was still in contact with the Brotherhood and stuff like that. Then it's revealed. The sentinel of this Brotherhood section is Caitlin's father. She was sent out to find the Wanderer so that they could deal with the Enclave, because they knew that he was still out there somewhere. I haven't really figured out the details of that, but they were looking for him in particular. Their elder was looking for him. They mutinied their elder because he was so obsessed with finding the Wanderer and the Wanderer Legion that the Brotherhood of Steel killed them and became the Fist of Steel. The Fist of Steel is an offshoot faction. They are now locked into a war with the Enclave because the Enclave came to Chicago, which is where this is based. So now they're part of a civil war, and it's looking pretty bad because the Brotherhood of Steel have just lost their most powerful base. It's now up to the Wanderer and co. to work together with the Brotherhood of Steel and fight back against the Enclave. They give the Wanderer his wife's old armor, refurbished, fitted with new technology as well as reverse technology Enclave armor. He gets that back, and there was also a holotape fitted inside, which recorded a message that Maria, his wife, had left for him years and years and years ago, before they even left the Enclave. It brings him to tears. but he equips the armor and remembers who he's wearing it for. They set out on a mission. They go back to that base, and they storm that base, and they're basically trying to find flight coordinates to, because a few vertibirds are parked there that are Enclave owned. They're trying to find coordinates to the Enclave base, or one of them. So, they split up into a few different groups. The Wanderer ends up dueling his old squad mate, and ends up winning. It's like a thermic lance fight, kind of like Star Wars-y shit. This is why I think people wouldn't really like it too much. There's a lot of Star Wars influence. It's a thermic lance fight between two guys in power armor on like a big walkway, like real Star Wars shit. It's fucking cool. So anyway, they end up fighting. It's a pretty tight fight. Wanderer ends up getting the upper hand, impales him and shit, and he's lying on the floor. He takes his helmet off, and he shoots him in the face with a 10mm pistol to finish him off. He gets the codes, and that's when they hijack a vertibird to go to this Enclave base and sneak in and stuff. So they sneak in as a big group. They do the uniform thing again, pretending to be Enclave soldiers and stuff like that. So they sneak in. They go to different wings of the base, trying to find the reactor core so they can activate it the same way that Fallout 2 went on, you know, with the oil rig, kind of like the same plan. Because the Wanderer was only like 2 years old, but obviously he was told a lot about what happened at the oil rig when he was growing up, so he was like, well, why don't I just do the same thing to these guys? So at some point, Sam and Yasmin end up getting attacked in the medical bay. Yasmin gets shoved into an auto dock, but it scans her first, and also an Assaultron scans her and identifies not one life form but two. Yasmin is pregnant with Sam's child. They find the reactor. There was a really big fight for the reactor. They activate the reactor, they get out, they go, oh shit, the Enclave shut it down. They reversed the detonation. You think that that's going to be the big end, oh, everything's happy ever after? The Enclave won. They deactivated the detonation sequence. And on top of that, the vertibird they were flying away in was now in pursuit. Two Stingrays are in pursuit. Like, Stingrays, like, you know the drone-looking things, the planes? Equipped machine guns, by the way. They shoot down the vertibird. A vertibird lands at the crash site. Everybody survives, but they're all unconscious and stuff. The first person to wake up is the Ranger. Vertibird lands, outsteps one of the highest ranking members of this Enclave section. He decides he wants to do things the old-fashioned way, so he removes his helmet, and he looks to his side. He's got a Ranger Sequoia-style hand cannon on his side. The Ranger then has a Mexican standoff with this dude. The Ranger dies. The Ranger is killed by one of the highest ranking generals in this Enclave section that I've written, and the Wanderer watches it happen. That's when he vows, from that moment he knows exactly what he needs to do. He carries a body to a safe space after the Enclave leaves, because they call in an orbital detonation. They can't be bothered to go through and finish them off themselves. They call in an orbital strike. They have to get out of there. Caitlin picks him up again. They drive to a safe place. They bury the Ranger. Wanderer vows to restart the Wanderer Legion, to gather as many people as he can. NCR, Brotherhood, anybody. And he was going to stick it to the Enclave. And that's the end of Season 1. And it's also revealed to the Wanderer that, you know, obviously, Yasmin and Sam need to be written out because they're about to have a child. So, that's my story. Yay! End of Season 1. Did you guys like it? Did you guys like my Fallout TV show idea? And Season 2 was even crazier. It was going to have a lot of, like, cool references and stuff. I actually teased a bit of Season 2 in one of my videos. So, Season 2 was going to start out with the Wanderer searching for information from people so he can gather an army of people. The information he's looking for is ex-Enclave operatives that may be able, like, he may be able to turn against them, knowing more information about the Enclave and stuff like that, locations of bases, things of that nature, gathering up old Brotherhood people. You get the picture. He's building an army, pretty much. Caitlin says that if the Wanderer and the Mantis King help her people escape Chicago, the Fist of Steel, because they are now defeated by the Enclave. The Enclave won. They have claimed Chicago. If the Wanderer helps the Fist of Steel escape safely and find a safe refuge point, they will give him information or a person that he can speak to about possibly finding more links to the Enclave. There's a whole fight scene in like a mineshaft and shit against the Enclave with these Fist of Steel people. Then she gives the location at the end. At the end of episode 1, season 2, the Wanderer would meet, God rest his soul, the Storyteller. Rest in peace. Because that was my plan. I wanted to get the Storyteller on to do some voice acting for me. But sadly, he passed away about a year after. Or 2 years after I wrote this. And it's really sad that he's gone, but I really hope that this story helps his legacy live on, because he did a lot for the Fallout community. And I'm always going to appreciate what he did. He inspired me a lot. So, the Wanderer was going to meet Fallout community favorite, the Storyteller. Episode 2 was going to be them two collaborating together, working together. I can't quite remember the details of that episode. But at the end of the episode, he was going to get more information about 2 or 3 Enclave survivors from Washington, D.C. that had bunkered down. He was going to go speak to them. These Enclave guys were still loyal to the Enclave and needed a bit of convincing. So when they go in, they're like, alright, well, where's the third guy? Because there's one guy outside in really battered Mark II Enclave Advanced, and one girl in like an officer uniform, right? The third guy's nowhere to be seen. He's turned into a ghoul, and they've chained him up. So, then comes the point where, is it moral to kill them and stuff like that? And there was going to be like a whole really cool scene where like the girl was going to jump over the shoulders of the guy in power armor. He was going to be one-handing an LMG and shit. It was going to be wicked. Anyway, they end up joining the Wanderer and want to train some of the people under his command. And they give him a bit more information about some of the bases in the region and stuff like that. The next episode, right? This one was ambitious. This would probably never happen. The next few episodes one of them would include Follow-A-Toshi, who's a good friend of mine. Follow-A-Toshi would make a cameo as like a one-off companion character in one of the episodes. One of the episodes was going to be the Wanderer breaking into the re-established NCRCF to free Arcade Gannon and the Enclave remnants. That was a pretty crazy idea of mine that would probably never get to see the light of day, because there's no way I'd be able to contact Arcade Gannon's fucking voice actor and be like, hey, do you want to maybe voice act in this Fallout fan TV show that I'm writing? Anyway, there'll be a few other episodes after that, but when he'd gathered the strength and stuff like that, what would happen is they would storm one of the bases. And it was going to be like an FEV research facility, similar to the West Tech ones before the war and stuff like that. And when they stormed it, it would go horribly wrong. The Enclave would win, again, because they didn't have the firepower. It's thought that the Mantis King is killed, but in reality, the Mantis King goes in disguise. Who's that, Bob? Who's that? Go see, is that your brother? Go see. Who's that? Go on. He's too lazy to move. There you go. So, he's opened the door by himself. Clever boy. Oh, he's too tubby. There you go, he's out. So, the final episode would go really wrong, because they would launch an attack on this FEV facility. They would lose. The Wanderer would be taken captive, along with a bunch of other people. They're going to be put in the FEV vats. The Mantis King is now disguised as one of the Enclave troopers. He throws a stun grenade in the room that they're all getting executed in. He tries to rescue Wanderer and stuff like that. They split up. And then it's revealed that... Oh, also another key point is, throughout Season 2, it's made abundantly clear that the Enclave are using a very similar tactic to John Henry Eden and poisoning water supplies with FEV. With a strain of FEV that would just kill people. It becomes increasingly clear because people are starting to get sick through Season 2. So towards the end, Wanderer thinks he's going to have to go out the same way that he went out in Wanderer Fallout Story, detonating a base and staying to guard it, so nobody disables it like last time. But at the last moment, Caitlin shows up with the Fist of Steel, and they relieve him. They say, you need to go. And then that's when it's revealed that they're all poisoned with FEV, and they're either going to die a slow death or die heroes anyway. So they vow to stay behind at the reactor to make sure it blows up. on his way out, because he doesn't have his armor anymore. He's in like an Enclave prisoner gear, right? He gets shot in the thigh. He gets shot in the back, shot in the arm. And eventually, he's shot in the back by one of the generals of the Enclave, Giancarlo Gus Fring Moff Gideon Esposito. Yeah, I wanted to have Giancarlo Esposito as one of the main villains, because I love that guy. He's a great actor. Right in front of the Mantis King. The Wanderer's dead. And so that leads to a Mexican standoff once again, because I love Mexican standoffs, between Giancarlo Esposito and TKS Mantis, in which TKS Mantis wins. And, oh, by the way, Bobby comes back at some point in Season 2. Mainly because I didn't want to kill off my own dog, but also because it's really unclear whether he died or not in Season 1. I think he's actually reintroduced in the episode where they go to the base in Season 1. They find him locked up there, so they free him. But now, the Wanderer's dead, like, fully dead. Not like, oh, he could come back, like in the plot armor of Wanderer Fallout story and stuff like that. No, the Wanderer, that's how the Wanderer dies. He dies in 2286, or 2287, around the time of Fallout 4. Toshi, you were actually going to be a character in Season 2. You were going to be a Season 2 character. I was mentioning that about 10 minutes ago. If you skip back in the stream, you'll be able to hear that. I had crazy ideas for Season 2. You were going to be in it. God rest his soul, the storyteller was going to be in it. Arcade Ganon was going to be in it. It was going to be... I had crazy ideas, bro. Crazy ideas. And that's how the Wanderer dies. He's shot in the back by Giancarlo Esposito. He's buried next to his wife and the relocated grave of the Ranger at Kato. Hailed as a hero. And the end of the story has the Mantis King teaming up with the NCR to defeat the Enclave once and for all. They storm Chicago, teaming up with the Brotherhood of Steel. It's basically just a massive group effort. Pridwin comes in and stuff like that. And they end up, like, you know, fighting and winning against the Enclave. Once again, deploying all that they had. The Mantis King's pardoned for his partaking with an conspiracy with an Enclave operative, and Yasmin and Sam, they raise a daughter who then becomes, you know, like it's kind of like the whole future of the wasteland kind of deal. She becomes a character who's very similar to Lucy McLean from the TV show, except without the vault dwelleriness, because she was raised in like just a house in the wasteland. She's not a vault dweller. But she does wear her father's vault suit, the Vault 11 vault suit. So they raise a child. Mantis King's the only survivor. Everyone else is dead. Have you ever talked about this before today on YouTube? No. Never. These were all ideas that died with the Wanderer channel back in 2023, 2024. There were ideas that I had after I had finished the Mantis King Fallout story and the Ranger of Fallout story, that this was all going to be after that. I was going to do a full animated TV show kind of style of video. I was going to have a lot of people involved. Obviously I'm kind of a small channel, so making that work might have been a bit difficult. I'm not a very good, well, I do have project management experience now, but when I was planning this I didn't. I could make it work. Absolutely, I could make it work nowadays. Absolutely. But the passion's not there. The time isn't there. I don't have the time, money, or the passion. But that would be my plan. Fallout 2284 and Fallout: A Wanderer's End. That's the name of those two series there. And they were going to be... It was going to be like a 16-part, maybe 20-part long animated TV show about what happens to the characters that I wrote in Wanderer of Fallout story. Bringing back the Enclave as a villain, and also collaborating with some of the biggest names in the Fallout community at the time, such as the Fallout, the storyteller from, God, what's it called? Shortycast. But unfortunately, Kankanon passed away while I was writing it, so that's kind of a shame. But anyway, yeah, that's my plan. Anyway, back to enough. We just spent like a very long time rambling about something completely unrelated. I am so sorry. Anyway, what were we doing again? Did I go back on the thing? Yeah. Did you draw some of your Euros? Yeah. They were on my Instagram page from my my YouTube channel, but I've got rid of that now. So there's no way you could like see it or read it or anything. But the people who saw it, they were the ones who needed to see it. So yeah, lore. I think it would be quite divisive. I'm not sure if people would love it or hate it. I think some people would be like, whoa, this is like the best thing that's ever happened. And some people would be like, this is really cheesy, there's too much Star Wars influence. It'd be like one of those deals, you know? Because, like, I admit, right, the quote-unquote lightsaber battle between Cal and the Wanderer. Cal's like the name of the character that used to be in his squad, right? That yeah, it's a really cheesy idea, 100%, but it was going to be really cool. It was going to be cool as hell. You've never seen a lightsaber style fight with 2 thermic lances in Fallout before, have you? I didn't think so. Like, I was really proud of it for a long time. I think a lot of the stuff I've written since then has been really good as well. I think I'm genuinely, like, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think I am genuinely just, like, quite... I'm a competent writer. Obviously, I'm not the best writer in the world, and there are people way better at writing stuff than me. But the stories I have wrote, they're good. They're engaging. Especially more recent works like Devout, which is the story behind my black metal project, and Aviator, which is another story I've been writing for almost just as long. They're both projects I started after I was writing Wanderer Fallout Story. And I'm just as proud of them as I am Wanderer Fallout Story, because you can very much tell that I'm like a pretty novice writer. Like in the first story I did with the Wanderer, you can very much tell like this is like my first time writing anything. It's very fanficky. Very plot armor. Like the stakes aren't very high and stuff like that, but with the latest stuff, I've really found a way, like through that, to incorporate emotion, plot twists, threat, weight. Like, I feel like I've really figured out how to do characters. And, we aren't trying to make Vader episode 2 here. Oh, Jesus, fucking Star Wars theory, man. More fans need to write fanfic. Thing is, right, it was too big of a scope for who I am and what I had going on at the time, Toshi. Because it was going to be like an animated TV series hosted on my YouTube channel. And I just don't have the time, energy, or the money, nor the motivation to do that. I'd need like a team. I'd need a team of people. I'd need voice actors as well, and it was really hard finding good voice actors with decent mics. Yeah, there's like a lot of things I had to account for, and a lot of it I just didn't have the time to focus on. I'd like to maybe write it down like as a script or something and maybe pitch it. I know people in the... Obviously, I work in the games industry. I know people that work in the games industry. I'm sure there's a way I could easily, one day, pulling some strings, maybe I could get to speak to Todd Howard. Maybe I could make it happen. Who knows? I don't know if I'd want the story to play out the way it does, but I'd certainly like it to be like some sort of side quest or main quest in a future Fallout game. I think that could be really cool. Like maybe a companion quest. Imagine the Wanderer being a companion in a future Fallout game. And he's like, I'm an ex-Enclave operative. And this is my story. And oh, they took my wife's dead corpse and peeled armor off it, and I want to find out where it's going. And it takes you on this big quest where the Enclave come back and shit. And it's like a big part of the main quest or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. Could be divisive, but... I'm not sure. That's a good question, Splicer. Really, like, I really don't know. Juan Mills? Who's that? Juan Mills? I don't know who that is. Periite Shrine. Who's Periite? Some sort of weird dragon fairy thing. Unconscious? What? They're all... Okay.
This one moves. A welcome change. So, mortal, you have found my shrine, and you have seen my followers. They are an embarrassment to me. The fools cast a spell in the hopes of summoning me to them. It was prideful and foolish, and it has had its consequences. My followers are trapped between worlds. Their bodies here on this plane, their souls in Oblivion. I would have you reunite the bodies and the souls. I will transport you to the plane of Oblivion in which they are trapped. Find their souls. When all are collected,
Well, looks like we are going to
I will
Oblivion after all.
return you here. Return to me when you are prepared.
Well, I guess I'm ready. I don't need any arrows. Oh, my cuirass is broken. That's not very helpful, is it? I do have some repair hammers, which is good. At least I believe so. Yeah, I do. Okay, we're all repaired. Let me just save real quick. Probably a smart idea. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how somebody would apply to be like a writer or like a narrative designer, you know what I mean? Or like a narrative, or just like a writer or something. Like, how do you become that? Because I really don't know. Because I'd like to be a writer. I think I have the skills to be a writer. It's, I didn't do a degree in writing, but I did a degree in games art. So I know how the game's flow works and stuff, and I could definitely be more useful than just some dude that, like, writes stuff, you know? This one's way more powerful. Why is that one so powerful for? Whoa. I can cure disease. That might be useful to have, actually. Let's look for Anakin Skywalker references. Anybody see any? I don't see any. Yeah, anyway, sorry for the big ramble with no gameplay, guys. I'm sure that's really gonna turn people off when they come to watch the stream VOD or something. But they can cry me the river, bro. My thing is, it's interesting, at least. To me, it is. Sometimes, God forbid, a nerd needs to nerd out. Jeez. What? We're getting a lot of those. That's good. This is me for real. Narrative writing is important, but they don't have specific courses for it. Yeah, I don't think they do. They have like art, design, programming. Like they have like that, but they don't have any narratives. What the fuck are you? Never fought with you before. It's a frost astronaut, so my claymore of cold probably won't be very good against it. Now this one. Ah, fuck. Heal, 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 heal. Oh, I got one. Never fought Frost Astronaut before. Well, it's one of the trap souls, I think. Well, I'm glad you found it impressive, Frank and Ferry. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be an esteemed narrative design, esteemed narrative writer for games, something like that. I don't know. I certainly think it would be cool, but I don't know. I don't know if I have that skill. But I'm definitely going to be using my narrative strengths in my own games, which we are working on right now. What's up? Silver knife. I'm very thirsty. It's been really hot today. It's been hot, but it's been cold. Oh, it's a blood fountain. Okay, is that it? There's no souls here or anything? Nobody need to collect. That's quite disappointing. There's nobody here. I think the problem is I watch way too many TV shows and I read a few books here and there, and I play too many video games too, so I kind of like take a lot of inspiration from a lot of different places. I'm like, that's really good, I want to do that. Or like, I want to do my own version of this or that. And then it just kind of like accumulates in this big thing where it's like, I'm like thinking of my own stories in my head. Like, I've got entire worlds behind my eyes, bro. And that's really cool. I'd love to realize them someday, you know? I think it'll happen. Argonian, be free! Oh, hello. Oh, I hate the cave systems here. They're awful. Daedroth teeth. Ow. I'm getting fondled by the plants. Is there a gate to close in this one, or is it just finding this? I've just got to find the souls, I think. Oh, clobbered in, like. Just not quite sure what to find. I found 2 of them. I think there was about 5. I didn't mean to take those phones. He just fireballed me straight in the nose. Didn't feel a thing, bro. There's nothing there. Or try to give me the infamous hand job of pain and suffering, and I said no. I think I'd be evil. Oh. You are now an apprentice of restoration and can cast apprentice level restoration spells. What does that mean? Does that mean I can use the other one now? Cast strong spells. Oh, that's awesome. Clobbered, mate. I think it's gonna take my full. It's gonna take my full magic to cast that one spell though, I think. Oh, Family Guy's on my TV again. Got a little flashy with that one. Dodging out the way and shit. Oh look, it's another soul. Oh, where did you come from? Hey, we can level up to level 14 if we sleep somewhere, but I doubt we're gonna be able to sleep here, like. There's no fucking need. Just came up to me with the stare of Crimson Death. Just stood there and took it. He was just like, do what you gotta do. What a little freak. Geeked up playing Xbox all day. They don't have a job. They don't go to school, but they paid. That was like a 360 no scope with the sword. Good night, Tomb. I thought that was a flame atronach, I'm tripping. Oh, whoa. Cool. Can't help but feel like I've been this way. What do you know? I have been this way. Told you, man, these places are mazes, man. No fucking idea where to go. Oh, there's a door there, right, good. Oh. But it might be the same one. I don't know. That was a crazy dodge from me. No dodge needed that time. I just needed to fucking smoke him. Staff of Lightning. They make so much money ripping these dudes off. My apparel is broken apparently. What apparel? Do I have a repair hammer? Well, we repaired them. At what cost? Poison door. Flame shit. Gotcha. Where's this go? Let's find out. Oh. Oh look, another soul. He's running away from me though. Right. Get in the bin. Oh, goodbye, my matrimonial girlfriend. Swim with the sea creatures that you want with. Go forth. There you go, now you swim. Flame wife. I was gonna be like, is that it? Is that all of them? Clearly not, because the flame matronach over there clearly asking for me to swipe right on Tinder. I ain't saved a minute. Doing some proper looking around and shit, for real. Where's us that way? Wife fight back. Skin wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. God, you went flying, didn't you? So I remember this bit. Don't remember this bit. Oh yeah, I do. This is where we just came from. Is this like another way out? Like one we haven't been to? No. This is the other one. Right, okay, that makes sense. I'm starting to remember. I just, not very good. Not very good with it. What the hell is? I don't know. Oh wow. Oh wow, that's even better than the one we've got. Oh no, it's the same. Why did I think it was 15? Might be worth keeping for now, I suppose. I think it's directly above us the way out. probably not gonna stream for very much longer. I'll find these souls. What's that marker? No, wrong one. I found 4, so I'm guessing there's only like 2 or 3 more we're gonna find. This game, dude. Oh yeah, we're back on track. Because we were over there, that's where we found that last soul, so I'm guessing it's this way. We're back on track, guys. Am I the only guy in the world that thinks that the Phantom Menace didn't actually have that bad CGI? Like, it looked okay. Am I the only guy that feels that way? Sure fuck feels like this. I saw some fucking Zoomer shitting on the CGI of the Phantom Menace today, and I'm really not sure how to feel about it. Don't remember any bridges. We've been pursued by evil spirits, I believe. There's another bunch of flame astronauts around there. So I guess we have to go a certain way to get there? Don't know. There's another clownfish down here. Age sci-fi has a charm. I do agree. I do agree. Oh, we have been this way. That was a backtrack. I'm really not sure where to go. Because we've been all the way up there. That's where we pulled the goal. Yeah, I remember this bit. Alright, I'm not going back in there, because fuck that. around.
Ow!
Parkour. Keep spawning the little dudes everywhere. Why? But even the places I've already been. That's a good idea, Leah. I might think about doing that. Also, I don't know if that mark is accurate. Really, I'm too tired to go back on one. Alright, so this is the bridge. Looks like the enemies respawn. It's over this way. Hello, bear. The mark is over where that flame atronach is. That must be the last one. Wait, is there a way around here? There is, I'm just stupid. Okay. Oh, where'd you come from? Healing. Naps of the cows way out. Yeah, I was just there for I live off 6 usually. There's nothing wrong with stealing from the dead man. Because you won't know where you stole from. Like, how's he gonna figure it out? He's fucking dead, dude. He's not of this realm. There it is. The last of the ghosts. Die, flame white. Yes. Oh, I've got to head back to where I entered the realm. Are you serious? I wish there was fast travel. Science says you gotta get 8 or 9 hours sleep a night. Yeah, that's true. It's just I like to do a lot of my day, so like stream, I've got to go to work, I've got to travel 3 hours there and back, so it's like a lot. And like I try to fit my hobbies in that. It's like, but that's only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I get more sleep on Thursday through Sunday, which is good. Usually get like a solid 8 hours. What's that? Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's true, Toshi. I have like made myself ill and stuff because of like lack of sleep, so it is something I try to account for. I can never sleep early though, I don't know what it is. Like, I feel tired right now, but I feel like if I go to bed I won't be able to sleep. I'm sleeping like a baby though. Right, so we got beamed in here, right? What was it there? I feel like it was here. Yep, I'm pretty much there, man. What? Does it want me to go in the lava? I'm not doing that. He says and then does that. That like quick save. It wanted me to go in the lava, you saw it. The quest mark was in the lava. Right, Cyrodiil map. Logo map. This is where I got beamed in, so it should be here. Quests. I should head back to where I ended this round. I've headed back. I'm here, bro. This is where I did it. Yeah, it's been quite warm. Today's been a bit colder, but like this is it. This is literally where we got beamed in. Portal. We didn't come in through a portal. That's to the Sightless Grotto. To Nibbernair Valley. Wait. Wait. We can't even get there because it's a bridge. What? That's not the place we came in from. straight parkour. I guess I'll head to the blue one. Maybe the blue one will tell me. Oh, there it is. Why is it? This is not the place we came in from. We came in from the other side. What the fuck? That's so weird. At last, yeah, thank God, Jesus.
You have returned my followers, mortal. The natural order is restored, and for this, I thank you. Perhaps they have learned the folly of attempting to touch a Daedra prince.
Don't push me out of the way.
Take this with my blessing. May it bring you order.
Spellbreaker. It's a spellbreaker. Oh, it's a shield. Reflect spell on self. Ah, well, I'm not really a big shield guy, but I'll use a shield for a little bit. What kind of shield is it? Looks to be mithril, I believe. Is that mithril or ebony? I can't quite tell. Let's have a quick H. Don't quite know. This guy's voice reminds me of Voice on the Proven. Yeah, that's true actually, yeah. I do kind of get that vibe. Anyway, here we are. I'm probably going to save here and call it quits because I'm quite tired after work, so. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. It's been a fun stream. Sorry for like the hour ramble I did. I'm gonna go to bed. But yeah, GG's guys. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you tomorrow on Minecraft, probably on TikTok, so I'll see you over there. Peace out, guys.